simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Crimson Tide head coach has let me know pregame. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. Keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. On the move from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Offense in a bunch formation. Keelan Russell fires to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first 2 throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. Throwing Russell. Fires left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Touchdown, Volunteers! The defense putting points on the board.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Russell. Complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Keelan Russell throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Throwing Russell. Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Russell throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Maybe a crease. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Down he goes, but for the 2nd time on this drive, they move the sticks on 4th down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Again, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Running inside, it's Bishop. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Gets open down the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that is exactly what you want to get accomplished coming out of your own end zone, man. You don't want to hold on that ball too long. Get rid of it. Throw it to your running back. Nice job getting north and south, getting some positive yards, and getting out of the shadow of your own end zone.
And the Volunteers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll go to the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes it past the marker. At the 45, on his way. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Russell on play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, David.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. No, they don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Keelan Russell unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Throwing Russell. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up 4th down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Russell escapes the pressure to his right, and he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. To the air, it's Russell. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass it. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Davis. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
The run inside. It's Gordon. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Bulldozes his way through. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Gordon. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the move. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keelan Russell. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Throwing Russell. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They go play action with Russell. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on 1st down. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. He's already thrown 1 pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, that ball, when you throw it, is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate and stop making some of these bonehead plays.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
That's a first down for the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again. Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he drops to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with this guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to keep this drive alive. Plows through the defense. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they head to the locker room. 3/4 in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 8 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Bulldogs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
To the air on second down. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Plays that one perfectly, exceptional accuracy on the punt. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Tide offense rolls onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
On the run, it's Hill. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Russell. Under fire. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
It'll be a draw. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Keelan Russell takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Again, it's Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Can't find his man as he took took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Open space at the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the ground, it's Gordon. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down from the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
And the Volunteers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock. Lost track of the play clock. And they'll try it again after the inexplicable delay of game penalty, 2nd and goal. Off the left side, it's Hardy. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Again, it's Hardy. Touchdown, Volunteers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Now on the move. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown ball! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And the offense goes at it again. He's already got 5 catches, Jesse. So this quarterback, he looks like he's locking in on this guy. And the defense, I think they kind of got a clue and made a big play.
You're absolutely right, David. As a quarterback, you got to be careful. You don't predetermine who you're going to throw to. This guy's been uncoverable so far. So I get it. You want to get him more touches, but you have to let the coverage dictate who gets the football. And give the defender credit that time. He knew where the ball was going. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay for it, taking it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Black 14! Black 14!
Back to throw, it's Russell. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Russell. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late.
Red 18! Red 18!
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a two-point conversion attempt. They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late. Keelan Russell. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that two-point conversion attempt goes awry.
Tennessee 21, Alabama 16.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a... Oh, he's got some space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he lays out and snags it down the left side.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Losing a couple on that last play. Here's 2nd and 12. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. They'll they'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got room on the return. Touchdown tie. A pick six.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
Here comes the two-point try. Throwing Russell. Incomplete on the two-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. But they'll have to settle for holding a one-point lead. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hums it downfield. Right on the money. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give from the gun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. After getting knocked back to open this drive.